Hi, this is Mrs. Clark, and welcome to my video on just some quick definitions of rotation, reflection, and translation. If you have this paper and it is a full sheet like this is actually two, so we're going to need to cut it down the center, and then I'm going to show you how to fold it in order to put it into your notebook. So let me cut this real quick, and then let me show you. We're going to make a little book that has 3 flaps. Some of you might already be able to visualize that at the start. So you're going to want to cut it in half like this so that you have 2. Share one with a neighbor. Put one back in the pile, however you want to do that. But what we're going to do is take this one sheet. We're actually only going to fill in translation and reflection today. We're going to fold it in half like this. Okay, and then you can cut right along these dotted lines to make little flaps on the front so that we have little doors. All right, and like I said, we're going to just do the first 2 today, and we'll come back to rotation later once we do those. But because today we're just focusing on translation. So it's going to be pretty quick. We're going to fill this in together. I'll read it out loud while I also write it on my paper. Feel free to pause or just write as I talk. So in translation, the first type of transformation that we're going to do, these are all the 3 rigid transformations. And remember, we said a rigid transformation is when the size and the shape are preserved. So these are going to be congruent figures from pre-image to image. A translation is a term used to describe a function. You're going to have to write kind of small for this one. There's 3 little bullet points we're going to make. So it's a term used to describe a function that moves an object a certain distance. Okay. The object is not altered in any other way other than being moved. So the second bullet, the object is not altered in any other way. Just a slide. In middle school, I think you called it a slide. This is altered. ALTERED. Okay. In a translation, every point of the object must be moved in the same direction and for the same distance. In a translation, every point, I'm going to underline that, must be moved in the same direction and for the same distance. So each point is moving equally. So it's sliding all together in whatever direction it's going, up, down, left, right, or any combination. Okay? So in middle school, I think we referred to it as a slide often. I don't know if SBAC used that word or translation, but you've heard of it before. It could go up, down, left, right, any combination, diagonal, etc. Another rigid transformation that we have is called a reflection. So a reflection of an object is the flip of that object The reflection of the object is the flip of that object over a line called the line of symmetry. Vocabulary term, line of symmetry. Or line of reflection. We're going to add that as well. Lines of reflection can be horizontal, vertical, or sloped in any direction. Lines of reflection can be horizontal, which is this way, vertical, or sloped in any direction. So in middle school, we referred to a reflection as a flip. That would be how you would have heard it before. We will come back and do rotation at a later date. But go ahead and put this into your notebook on your rigid transformations page. Glue it in for now, and we'll come back and do a rotation later. And that is it. Thank you for watching.